Ra for Philip Kirby and Adam Nicol, Medicine Hat Joe Colliver, George Moore, and Scrafton for Dennis O'Regan and John Quinn. This afternoon, Stuart Machin is our commentator at Haydock.
Still walking forward slowly. Medicine Hat to the fore, and they're off. The tape goes back on the opening race on Betfred Grand National Trial Day. This Betfred-sponsored Victor Ludorum hurdle, and it is indeed Medicine Hat under Joe Colliver, who will lead approaching the first. At a top notch, this very short price favourite on the near side of Istimrar in the cheek pieces, and Scrafton last of the quartet and the slowest of the quartet through the air over the opening flight. Steady pace as they make their way towards the second, and Medicine Hat leading with ears pricked. To top notch out on the left in the hands of Daryl Jacob, Istimrar alongside. Latter name pair jumping right up onto the tail there of Medicine Hat, and Scrafton in the first time blinkers looks on from last place under a typically patient Dennis O'Regan. Here's the third then, completes the jumping up the straight first time. And again, Scrafton just lingering in the air a little as Medicine Hat leads, but only narrowly, to Istimrar, going freely, the most experienced of these four over hurdles. And he's pulled his way right up onto the tail of the leader Medicine Hat, with Top Notch tracking them, and then Scrafton a length and a half further down. Swinging left-handed to round the paddock turn, and off to the back straight they go, with Medicine Hat leading Istimrar, stalked by Top Notch, and finally Scrafton. Single file at the end of around about 3/4 of a mile now, and Medicine Hat enjoying himself, it would seem, out in front. He's gone with enthusiasm in each of his two previous starts over hurdles, and he leads Istimrar, who's under Adam Nicol, close up in second. Top Notch looking for this fifth straight win over hurdles and seeking to enhance still further his claims to Festival Glory next month. Right on the heels the leading pair as they rise at the fourth, where Medicine Hat was clipping the top, and Scrafton continues to be held up. Approaching the halfway point now of the Victor Ludorum, and to the middle one of three flights in the back straight. Istimrar in the cheek pieces taking on Medicine Hat. Istimrar just ahead. Good jump from Top Notch on the far side. Couple of lengths to Scrafton. One more now to take on the far side, then this long sweeping left-hander back towards home. Istimrar narrowly from Medicine Hat. Top Notch just 3/4 of a length down, a couple away to Scrafton. Four out, looming large. Another good jump from Top Notch, and he came right alongside both Istimrar and Medicine Hat. Scrafton still sits and waits in the wings, and he's in touch as they go into the bend. So Top Notch and Daryl Jacob circling the field. Medicine Hat saving ground right around the inner, and Istimrar up between them, and O'Regan sitting statuesque aboard Scrafton. Pace increasing now. They've got less than 3/4 of a mile to travel. Heads turn for home, and the final line of three flights. Medicine Hat the first one to come under stronger pressure. Jacob still sitting quietly aboard Top Notch. Now in the centre, Nicol shakes up Istimrar, and O'Regan still sits and waits on Scrafton. On to the third last they come. Medicine Hat, Top Notch with another quick leap though, sails through to take the advantage quite effortlessly as well, and now moves on towards the penultimate flight. Goes a couple clear from Medicine Hat. Scrafton is coaxed into third ahead of Istimrar. Top Notch though still hard on the bridle, asked to extend over two out, jumped it quickly and neatly, and now Jacob has a long and a very casual look across over his right shoulder, and Top Notch has bounded half a dozen lengths clear. At the final flight, Top Notch over it quickly, and that's been the feature of this performance. Some neat, accurate and nimble jumping, and with 200 yards to cover, this is over as a contest. In truth, it was over as a contest some way out, and Top Notch saunters up to the line to make it 5 out of 5 over hurdles, and he'll be heading to the festival next. Top Notch scores for Nicky Henderson, Daryl Jacobs, Simon Mania and Isaac Sued. Medicine Hat gave a good fist of it in second. Scrafton was back in third, and Istimrar last of the quartet.
I think if you're putting